also, sir, on pardons, have you ruled out a pardon for yourself or any other additional members of the family?
For myself?
Yes, sir.
Well, what did I pardon myself for?
That's what I'm asking.
No, I have no contemplation of pardoning myself for anything. I didn't do anything wrong.
Mr. President, would you comment on Meta's
One of
decision?
Joe Biden's last moves as one of, if not the, most despicable president in American history, one of his last moves as president was to pardon Dr. Fauci. He pardoned Dr. Fauci. Of all people, Fauci got a pardon. Now, what does that tell you, ladies and gentlemen? I know that most of you all watching this video, you're kind of like on the same wavelength as me. But I hope and I pray that this woke some people up to the reality of the situation. I obviously can't say too much here on YouTube, but you don't pardon someone if they're not guilty, right? You don't pardon someone if they haven't done anything wrong. And this pardon goes all the way back to 2014. Why? That's another question we should be asking. What started in 2014? I would really like to know. Maybe we'll never know. But hopefully the general public who did not wake up to the lies and did not wake up to the big scam that we all went through a few years ago, as young people continue to drop all around the country from mysterious heart conditions, I hope that some people who haven't caught on to what was going on yet, I hope that they see this pardon and it shows them. It shows that, hey, maybe everyone wasn't wrong about Fauci. Maybe this guy is a dirtbag, a scumbag who's responsible for the deaths of countless people. Maybe. Because you look at this situation and you're like, well, what? Wait. Last time I checked, listen, I know people talk, but according to the media, according to Joe Biden, according to the people in charge, they all acted as if Fauci was a hero. As if he was a literal modern day superhero out here saving lives. Everyone, give it up for Fauci. If you're alive right now, it's thanks to Fauci. Oh my God, Fauci did all of this. He did all of that. They made songs about him. They worshiped this guy. So why would he need a pardon? Really weird, right? But now, we have a new president in office. And I guess, I don't know how this works. I don't know how this pardon works. It confuses me because never in my days of being alive have I ever seen someone just give out all of these pardons to people who are supposedly not guilty of anything, including the Biden crime family. So I don't know how this works. I don't know if they'll be able to investigate Fauci for certain things. Maybe you could bring up lawsuits against him. I don't know. But I do know this. After 4 days being in office, Trump announced today that he's getting rid of Fauci's security detail. Because a lot of people don't realize this, but our tax dollars, our money is being spent to protect these despicable people from maybe being held accountable for the despicable things that they do. Insane. But let's go ahead and roll this clip really quickly. Let's hear what Trump had to say, and then I'll be right back with more.
But you can't have a security detail for the rest of your life because you work for government. Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Would you feel partially responsible if something were to happen to, say, Dr. Fauci
No.
or John Bolton?
No. They all made a lot of money. They can hire their own security, too. All the people you're talking about, they can go out. I can give them some good numbers of very good security people. They can hire their own security. They all made a lot of money. Fauci made a lot of money. They all did. So if they felt that strongly, I think that certainly I would not take responsibility.
Now, when you really think about it, doesn't that kind of add insult to injury? You got these evil people out here doing evil things, right? And they're never held accountable for what they do, yet they use our money to protect themselves. They inflict damage upon America, upon our society, upon us as individuals, upon our country as a whole, and then they expect us to pay for their security. Now, Fauci made countless amounts of money during those lockdowns that we experienced a few years ago. So yeah, I think he should pay for his own security. And no, I don't think anyone should ever do anything bad to the guy. But I just think it's kind of, I don't know, it's kind of disrespectful. It's a slap in the face of everyone, knowing that this guy who just got pardoned for obviously some crimes that they refused to admit, right? They refused to admit that this guy was wrapped up in a lot of the things we already know he was wrapped up in. But they gave this guy a blanket pardon that spans over the last 11 years, right? And then after doing that, telling, hey, we're not going to hold this guy accountable for anything he did to y'all. And now we also want y'all to pay for his security just in case, I don't know, people out there are upset about some of the things he did. So it's wild. But that's where we're at in this country. A lot of people didn't realize it until yesterday or until this morning that we were the ones paying for Fauci's security. So yeah, all of the millions and millions of dollars you made off of destroying people, you should use that to protect yourself. And hopefully, sit there and pray to whatever God you worship, which I know is Satan. Pray that no one comes after you. You know what I mean? That's all Fauci can do. And like I said, I would never suggest for anyone to do anything like that. I just find it frustrating that these rich and powerful people who are most of the time evil people, it's really frustrating that we are the ones paying for their security. And now the left is freaking out. Oh my God, what will Fauci do without his private security detail? It's just crazy. What a time to be alive. The last few days have been extremely interesting. I'm agreeing with just about everything that Trump has done so far. I do have some questions about that AI, mRNA. I don't know about that now. We're going to have to talk about that, but so far everything else I'm pleased with. You let me know your thoughts about this though down in the comments below. While you're down there, hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell, and I'll talk to you all very soon in the next one.